You've heard about the importance of bringing your data together and keeping a streamlined view of your customers and business. Now, with agents, there's even more potential to amplify employee productivity. Slack is where teams get work done. Today, we are joined by Rob Seaman, CPO of Slack, and Ash Ennis, our VP of Sales, to talk about Slack innovation. Welcome to World Tour.
Thank you, Jillian, for having us.
Now, Rob, I wanted to start with you as Chief Product Officer. You actually have been part of Slack's entire AI journey. Can you talk a little bit about, between AI being embedded across Salesforce channels, which I'm very excited about, and all of that, can you talk a little bit more about what makes you most excited about Slack in this moment with where we are with this AI transformation?
I think it's an incredible time. Slack has always been a place where people come together, communicate, and move work forward, but it's increasingly become a place where companies bring the applications that they want their users to use because their users demand it. And I think with AI, it's the perfect place to put it in an enterprise context. We often say, if you want your users to actually use something, put it in Slack. And we've seen partners of Slack see upwards of 25% improvement in engagement just by having their product in Slack. And so AI is just, I think, naturally at home in Slack because it's conversational, it's where people always are, and I think now's the perfect time for it.
Now or never. Let's go, guys. Yep. Come on. All right, so let's talk a little bit about specifically Slack and Salesforce. So we just announced Salesforce channels and Lightning, which is very exciting. It's a longtime Salesforce admin. I am so stoked about that. Can you talk to us a little bit about the relationship between Salesforce and Slack product-wise?
Yeah, I think Salesforce obviously is a tremendous system of record, a way that people have managed their customer relationships for a long time. And you've got Slack, which is effectively a system of engagement for all of your employees. And you bring those two things together, and you've got the power of CRM effectively available to every employee wall-to-wall within a company. And you've got that power of Slack now available within Salesforce. It's this really, really symbiotic relationship where data flows between the two systems, but I think importantly, users get to use the information and the functionality wherever they are, wherever they want. So if you're living in Slack, you can do it from Slack. If you live in Salesforce, you do it straight from Salesforce.
Wherever you are, you can use the Slack functionality. I love that.
Exactly.
That's great. Now, Ash, I wanted to talk a little bit to you. Now, you are constantly talking to customers and learning about what their pain points are and what they're thinking about. What are some of the things that you're seeing out in the field that you can share with us about what customers are saying about
Yeah. A general observation I would have is that we're always looking for more talent and better talent. And one of the key things that, all businesses are in search for is top talent as they're exiting second, third level education and entering the workforce. I think we need to be aware that this next generation of talent are AI literate. So what that means for businesses is they're looking for their next play in a company that's AI first, agent first. And I think that's the key on a macroeconomic level that we need to look out for, and something that Slack, I think, does tremendously well is ubiquitizing AI and having it all in one place and one system of record. So I think that's key in terms of moving forward for all businesses. It's just having a clear strategy that you're anchoring in an AI, all decisions moving forward.
I love that angle of thinking of AI as a way to attract that next generation of the workforce. Yeah. That's really interesting.
Yeah, well, people are our most important asset, so we need to shift and adapt to what they're looking for in terms of our own technology stack as well.
Love that. Now, also, I'd love to hear about use cases. You've been seeing customers put this technology to work. Can you tell us a little bit about what you've been seeing?
Yeah, the thing with agents in Slack is that there are so many use cases that are phenomenal. I often think about how we use agents ourselves in Slack, and we've seen a lot from Remarkable today. They're on stage with us. We've got Octopus Energy as well. For me, it's really creating a space both from a technical and business landscape where we can understand, key metrics, our pipe gen, our pipeline in terms of the sales agents that our customers and ourselves are using. And then when we look at culture and culture eats strategy for breakfast, you also have agents that are much more than just the business, the data, the dashboards, and creating a space for your team to thrive. So we have, a benefits agent, we have a wellness agent. So it's a whole host of different topics covering every pillar of the business that sets anyone up for success.
I love that. Well, speaking of use cases, Rob, I'm going to come back to you. I'd really love to learn about how, I know, I work there, we all use it, but I want you to share with everybody else. How is Slack using Slack to build and to develop these next generation of AI tools?
It's an interesting question. So, we use Slack pervasively, obviously. I think a lot of people are afraid of channel proliferation in Slack, and we embrace it. I'm in thousands of channels, and I use AI to keep up on it. But from a product and design and engineering perspective, we have a channel for literally every single feature that we build. So we have a channel in which the product design and engineering team are collaborating to get that feature built, where Figmas are getting shared, where prototypes are being shared as clips, where conversation is happening. But once we ship something, we have a feedback channel. So all of us that are using the feature within Slack, within Salesforce, can provide feedback through workflows. And then we have AI automatically summarizing those. We have AI actually writing those items into lists that the team can then triage and build into the product. And then we use Slack AI pretty extensively to help people explain things and understand what's going on. So as a non-technical person or as a non-engineer, getting up to speed on the technology that's being used is very easy with me with the AI. And then using Agentforce right there in the Slack channels is incredibly powerful to actually just get questions answered. So I don't have to bug the team. I can just ask Agentforce right there in the channel and it'll answer for me, so I don't have to go bug the team to see what's going on.
I love that. Yeah, again, bringing all of the power of Agentforce in the context of Slack, where everyone's working, collaborating, and taking action right there. Aishling, I'm going to come back to you. Let's talk a little bit about enterprise search.
Yeah.
This is a huge innovation. I know our customers are excited. Can you tell us a little bit about what this really means for our customers?
Yeah, I think honestly, our customers are so eager and hungry to get this functionality. And I think the reason is when we look at Slack as a whole and some of our tenants, we look at people and then we have our apps. And with people, it's the messaging, it's the channels, it's the threads, which is our unstructured data. And then we have our third-party app integrations. And what customers are needing and demanding is better search functionality. And now with enterprise search, everything is at your fingertips. You're not having to context switch or toggle. And really at Slack, productivity is at the heart of everything that we do and making people's working lives simpler, more present and more productive. So I think it's just a game changer in having that readily available to everyone.
Yeah, I know. I've talked to a few developers who are very excited about enterprise search and some of the other fun things that are coming. Yeah, very exciting. Well, thank you both so much for being here at World Tour. I love getting a chance to talk about Slack with you both, and lots more to come. Now, if you want to learn more about how Slack can work for you, scan the QR code right here on your screen or visit salesforce.com/Slack. Now, let's take a look at the demo that we were just talking about so we can see enterprise search in action. Let's check it out.
Welcome to the new Enterprise Search in Slack, where all your third-party apps, data, and conversations are searchable from a single AI-powered search bar. As a product manager, I spend too much time searching scattered data across various systems. Finding information and staying productive is harder than ever. Now that's where Enterprise Search in Slack comes in. In our channel, the team suggests we tap into insights from a recent successful launch. Instead of running around trying to uncover information, I can simply type in my question about past marketing campaigns or product strategies. An enterprise search pulls results from all my systems, organized by source and relevance, making it easy to find exactly what I need. And security is always top of mind, especially across multiple systems. With enterprise search, I only see what I'm authorized to access. Admins can easily customize search tools, keeping teams focused on what matters most. Permissions stay intact, ensuring secure, relevant results. Sometimes you need to search for something specific. For example, maybe I only want results from Google Drive, where my team's presentation and launch plan decks are stored. With Enterprise Search, I can refine my search to focus specifically on Google Drive, filtering out irrelevant results. Now I don't want to waste time having to open each file in my results to see if it's the right one. So thankfully, with enriched previews, I can quickly scan the presentation right in the list. If it's the right deck, I can easily share it back to my launch channel, ensuring the broader team has quick access to the content for review. Enterprise Search in Slack transforms scattered knowledge into instant answers, unifying information, eliminating wasted time, and keeping teams moving so work stays fast, focused, and impactful.